At age 44, Tom Brady has done it all. Super Bowls, MVP awards, Pro Bowl appearances, you name it. But does he have the respect of young NFL players who grew up watching him? How about Patrick Mahomes? Despite being only 25 years old, Patrick Mahomes has drawn many comparisons to Tom Brady. Fans even believe that, down the line, Mahomes has the best chance to take the greatest of all time title from Brady. The creators of Madden are also not shying away from this comparison. Because this year, Madden made history by putting two athletes on the cover, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. And this event caused First Take to ask Mahomes if the comparison was legitimate. They asked him if he thinks he and Brady will someday be compared to Michael Jordan and LeBron James. But out of respect for the 7-time Super Bowl champion, Mahomes responded, "It's still a little early for the LeBron-Michael Jordan stuff. Tom's done it for a long time and he's won a lot of Super Bowls. So when you're coming up and watching football, you want to go out there and win championships like he's done. So, I'm going to try and do whatever I can every single year to put us in position that we can win a lot of championships, hopefully." That's some real respect for Tom Brady, especially from a player as talented as Mahomes. And hearing that respect from Mahomes, who's most likely the future offensive face of the league, you have to wonder, can the same be said for the potential future defensive face of the league, Chase Young? As a rookie, Chase Young proved that he was as good as the hype, running away with the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. I mean, he was barely old enough to drink last season and the man was already winning awards. But Young's man strength took over, helping him reach 7.5 sacks along with 4 forced fumbles. But Young's most memorable NFL moment so far stems from 3 words: "I want Tom." He said this after the Washington football team defeated the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 17 last season, setting up an NFC wildcard matchup against Tom and the Bucs. But leading up to the NFC wildcard round showdown, Brady had some words to say about Chase Young. Chase is a great young player. He went to Ohio State, so naturally I think that Ohio State-Michigan thing wears off on him a little. I understand that. We're prepared for a tough challenge, and it should be a fun game. Although this fun game definitely didn't disappoint, Brady most definitely got the last laugh after a 31-23 victory. And coming off of a loss after a little trash talk, you know Chase had to clear things up. So he did this by expressing pure admiration towards Brady. Here's how the exchange went.
Hey Chase, good way to play, bro. Good job. Keep it up.
Go. I need something from you though.
What you need?
I need this offer.
I get it. I'll send it to you. All right, man. Good luck to you.
Asking for an opponent's jersey as memorabilia is a real sign of respect, especially when you lose to them. What a moment between Brady and Young. While the respect doesn't get much more real than that, it often means more if it comes from a teammate. Look no further than Buccaneers linebacker Devin White. Last season, Devin White took a huge step up from his rookie season, where he accumulated 58 solo tackles and 2.5 sacks. In his sophomore campaign, he totaled 97 solo tackles and 9 sacks. I guess my man Devin White is trying to put on a show for Brady. But believe it or not, a large part of that was because of Tom Brady. Just ask Devin White, who said this about Tom Brady being his teammate on Undisputed. "I never thought I'd play with Tom Brady, but I knew when I got the opportunity that I was going to make the best of it. Every day, I told the defense we'll never play with a quarterback like him, so we need to take advantage of having him on our team right now. He's going to lead us to the promised land. All we gotta do is just handle our business. He's going to do the rest." So that was my whole mindset, because you could bring any quarterback in, but they can't really do what Tom Brady does. And I guess he was right because he did lead them to the promised land. Some starting quarterbacks aren't always able to get the respect of their defense, but it seems that Brady had it from the get-go. After all, when you get the chance to team up with a player you grew up watching your entire life as Devin White did, it would be difficult not to respect Brady and be excited about playing with him. That's a wholesome moment, man. And even if it is easy to respect Tom Brady for his 7 Super Bowls, you still have a fair share of NFL players who are just sick of Tom Brady winning. And if you aren't a Patriots or Buccaneers fan, I'm willing to bet you are too. The hate for Tom Brady is real. Because almost 2 years ago, before he left the Patriots, Brady posted a cryptic photo, signaling that his time with the Patriots might be coming to an end. Safety Jamal Adams, who is coming off of a Pro Bowl season with the New York Jets, was quick to insert his opinion. After playing against Brady 6 times in his first 3 NFL seasons, Adams was sick and tired of playing against him. The The Jets were honestly no match for Brady either, and were outscored 63-14 by the Patriots that season. In desperation, Adams responded to the photo by tweeting, "Please leave the AFC East." This man was so tired of losing to Brady that he wanted him to leave the whole AFC East. Ouch. And he wasn't the only one with that wish, because it has also been shared by all Bills, Dolphins, and Jets fans for a long time now, and likely shared by a young Saquon Barkley as well. Saquon grew up a huge fan of the New York Jets, so it's hard to imagine Barkley growing up rooting for Brady as a Jets fan. And to make matters worse, Barkley was drafted by the Giants in 2018, who also share the hate for the Patriots. After all, they played against them in 2 Super Bowls. But nowadays, Saquon Barkley finds himself a fan of Tom Brady's, all because of one message that Brady shared with Barkley at the Met Gala in New York City that said, "Subscribe to the channel. What are you doing? Subscribe. Brady said to do it." But seriously, heading into his rookie season, Brady told Barkley, "It's great to do it for 1 season, but can you do it for 5? Can you do it for 10? Hearing those words from an all-time great left Barkley motivated. I'm standing there at the Met Gala ready to run through a brick wall. And it's usually hard for a former Jets fan to overcome dislike for Brady, but it seems just as hard for someone like Patriots third-year defensive end Chase Winovich, who grew up rooting for the Steelers. Luckily for Winovich, he got to play with Tom Brady, which ended up making him a fan. And during the New England Patriots preseason finale against the New York Giants, Brady decided to do something weird. This man cut a snippet of Winovich's long blonde hair on the sideline, and we all know Winovich takes pride in his long hair. But he couldn't help but appreciate the moment, so he said this: "I got to watch the Patriots on the sideline while getting my hair cut by Tom Brady. That's an experience." This man Tom Brady is out here being a barber and NFL MVP. Damn. And after this event, Winovich and Brady's connection grew further. Winovich was even one of the top players persuading Brady to resign with the Patriots during the 2020 free agency period. On Instagram, he went as far as to call Tom Brady dad, telling him he wasn't allowed to leave. Sounds like a pretty legit connection to me. And that might be enough for former teammates, because Jets rookie quarterback Zach Wilson also appears to be a fan. And it might help some that they share the same birthday on August 3rd. Zach Wilson also appreciates that Brady has a knack for winning. Wilson went as far as saying this: "Brady, in my opinion, is the greatest of all time. I don't think you can argue with him. It's just like wherever he's at, they're winning. This is a team sport, and it's all about winning." Brady has definitely been a favorite to watch growing up, and I think that's just because of the way he does it, and the way that he's found a system, a process that works for him, as far as just off-season conditioning. We'll see if Zach Wilson is still dishing out praise for Brady after they go head-to-head on January 2nd. And while Tom Brady still has his fair share of haters, such as Terrell Suggs and Darrelle Revis, it appears that young players nowadays are mostly positive towards Brady. We'll see if that continues, as players have a way of leaving their raw emotions out on the field for better or worse. For example, ask Tyrann Mathieu, who played against Brady in the Super Bowl last year. He went in with respect towards him, but left feeling a whole different way. Let's just say things got a little heated. And that might become worse if you don't subscribe before you go.